yesterday we had one that was difficult with me. Not everybody saw that, but I had a little bubble in the lunge, and the reason was mainly because I had decided to go straight to the small ring, so in a bigger space, with a horse that I don't have fully control over. And it could have worked, but it didn't. And it shows you how sometimes you have to go back. And so obviously today I'm gonna need to go to the round pen, and also I had a piece of equipment that was not adapted to him. So I'm fairly confident that this little tweak will, but this, just gotta read these things. It would be very easy to insist with this horse, and it will just literally start going downhill. So, but it's good to see sometimes that it goes, it can go not perfectly. Alright, we are on session 3 now today. Our goal today is to get on in the stall. So this is the first time that these animals are going to have somebody on their back. First time in their life. So it is very important.
You do that with Trayvon.
Well, this is not exactly his thing. He's more of a pushy horse. So Trayvon is more like telling him where to go. So I'm probably gonna spend more time with the traction voice tap, walking in the stall. Yesterday in the small ring, I didn't have walls. So if I have walls, he's fine. I didn't have walls, so I'm probably gonna put a bit, probably one of these full cheek bit, that when I go out there, and the good halter, that hopefully today he will lunge good with this. That's my goal with him, and if that's good, then I can move along. But if I can't lunge him outside properly, then I won't get on. So this is, you see, I'm not very prepared. So I should have prepared my bridle. So I'm making my job a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. But here we go. You're fine. So now he knows, so he's anticipating a little bit. We got rained on last night, so they're all dirty. We're gonna have to clean them a little bit. Just a quick groom before I put the saddle. He does have a long mane. They took it straight out of the field. The grooming is a good opportunity to desensitize as well. And these little plasticky tail brush, it's perfect to curry as well. It works great. I know. It's funny, you see he's flexing by himself right now. He's want to see what I'm doing. There is another thing that I didn't mention, is that I like them to learn about the blanket before we even do all this, because that obviously help with the saddle. We're gonna be fancy today.
really fluffy. If you
Thank
don't
you.
have one that's like that thick and fluffy, yeah, we usually err on the side of more cushion on their back. Does that make sense? It's better a little bit too much cushion. It's easier to
And then
always
Gers.
take out the half head.
Thank you. All right, the girth, not too tight, not too loose the first time. Perfect. Now we're gonna do it Joe style. Like a sword. I'm doing your style.
It works.
You put it in the back, right?
I put it in the back of my belt, yeah.
Good boy. All right, let's do this. We're gonna recheck our lunge. Check my girth. But he's pretty good. He's listening. I'm going to do halter to the right. He started off very calm, so I don't have to overdo it if he's calm. If he was excited, I would let him get a little bit of energy out. But if he's fine, then I just move on to the next step. But he remembers. Good boy. All right, we're gonna check our bit now. So I didn't do it in the stall, so I'm gonna do it now. Hook myself on the bit, little flexion. Come on. It's better in the stall, but voila. You're fine. I should have done it in the stall, but that's okay. Good boy. Voila. A little bit more girth. Allez. A little bit to the right.
Ease at which you can just kind of send the horse away with the traction on a bigger circle is what you're starting to look
So,
at.
I don't know if you guys saw, he anticipated me telling him to go. I didn't correct him for that because that's why we talked on the first day. It's him doing something without me asking him to do so, but it's a good thing. Like him wanting to go forward, it's good. We like that, okay? So if at that particular moment I said no, you know, and be too firm with that,
And then
it's not really rewarding. So I'm like, you want to go forward? That's cool.
it's a nieces and loosen up that we need to
Ali.
fix that. It's very important.
The problem would be more if I was asking him to whoa and he didn't listen to me when I tell him to whoa. But I didn't tell him anything. He went away. It's fine. And Canter? Good boy. And so a little bit of contact here and he accepted, it's fine. No. Voilà. Voilà. All right, we're gonna go in the small ring now. Good boy.
Like at this point, lunging Martin doesn't need to do much.
Right.
And
Kind of
move.
the goal.
All right.
With the ones that have too much go, the last pony I saw.
If he starts to canter by on his own, that's fine, but I'm not gonna ask him to canter. Because if I do, he's gonna pull. I'm gonna have to be strong. And you don't wanna do that. So here, as long as he goes when I tell him to go, and I try to manage a little bit the feel in his mouth to be there if needed, but not too strong. Allez. Cut. So if he canters, that's fine, and I just try to manage. But I'm not gonna ask him to canter. Voilà. Allez, trot, trot. Good boy. And woo. And woo. So he's lunging pretty good, so I'm very, very happy. I know at this point that I'm gonna be able to move on to the next step. I got a little drift over there, so we're gonna fix that. You see, I spoke too early. It's when I touched a bit and he got a little drifty. Voila, oui. Good boy. Just that he goes where he's supposed to go. Allez, trot. Trot, trot, trot. So that's interesting. He always does that drift over there. So I have to hold the contact first. Like here, I hold them, voice and tap. Trot. So you gotta fix it forward. So the contact voice tap, it's still happening here. So here I'm gonna hold him, allez, trot, and fix it by going, okay? Not by pulling more. So here, control the drift, allez, and tell him to go, huh? Instead of going sideways. Right here, allez. And just that he takes the bit forward and stop drifting. And woo. All right, the first thing we're gonna recheck, it's our forward turns and woo. A little bit of flexion here just to start. Good boy. You remember. And I'm gonna take contact voice, and go. Allez, walk on. Good boy. Allez, walk on. Good boy. So I repeat that because eventually when I'm gonna start walking, I want him to be able to do that. And woo. A little bit of contact on the bit here. And walk on. And woo. Good boy. And then a little flexion here to the right. You're fine. To the right. Good boy. Test, recheck the flexion. And then contact, hand forward, up. Allez. Voilà. Allez. And boom. Walk on. Good boy. So at this point, I haven't even gotten on yet, but that horse knows how to go forward, stop, turn, and he understands that. All right. Next step, tapping. Up, pat him. Good boy. Elbow check. Like right here. That little skin. You can open the door if you want, Joe. Okay. Elbow check that skin right here. Up. Up. I get a little reaction from the noise. So I'm gonna check everywhere. So he's a little anticipating because he thinks that when I tap him, he has to go forward. So I'm gonna tell him, no, it's just the voice. The stirrup. So this one, anticipate a little bit. Voilà. He wants to move, so voilà. Voilà. Tap, tap, tap. Elbow check. He doesn't care about this. You can also move the saddle a little bit. Voilà, oui. Huh? We've done a fair amount of tapping. Let's do our forced love. Oui. So you just hug. And don't be afraid to put some weight on it. If you just grab like this, it's not enough. You actually have to hang on them and see if they... All right. I'm gonna adjust my reins a little bit. A little bit of pushing. Got a reaction here. You're gonna close the door a little bit. Okay, so because he moves, flexion. I'm placing my arm on top of him. You can imagine that if he keeps moving, when I try to jump, he's gonna move when I try to get off. So I have to wait till he stops moving. So the elbow, you see that bone? So sometimes I'll put the leg a little forward that I can point myself right here in the girth. Voilà. So from that, with him, we have to do this. That part, just hang on to him like this. I can jump. but he's still very sensitive, so just that he stopped moving. So he's gonna need a little bit more time, this one. Voila.
2 days. No problem. That great yesterday. I got through that pretty
So more flexion. This is where you have to be patient. Voila. Voilà. Oui. Voilà. So I'm definitely not gonna pass my leg on this one because he moves too much. But I'll take the 3 lift. He's scared of the jumping. It's actually getting better. Voilà. Okay. One last time, and then.
So nothing visual, just scary.
So this is where, even if I had a goal, I'm encountering a little bit of a setback. So I'm gonna have to let it go. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be better. But he's moving too much for me to feel safe enough to fully get on. I can lift myself better, but I feel like if I pass my leg and lift my body up, he's gonna get scared, you know? So I don't feel comfortable passing my leg yet on this one. It's getting better though. Getting a little better. Good boy. Voila. Stirrup up. No. All right, he's still moving, but he moves less. Huh? All right, that's good.